Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chaos channel. Another QO-100 live stream, and I'm going to put it on there just for a bit of a receive, because I just got to go and do a couple of bits and pieces. But I'll give you a couple of minutes of just generally looking around, see who's on the satellite at the moment, see who's calling around, and then we'll see what we can get on the live stream. But anyway, since you're here, and I'm glad you're here, please like and subscribe and click those notifications as well, and then you know, we'll maybe see a bit more of each other when I get some more. But until then, we'll just go on to the actual live stream of Q100, and I shall be back in a moment.
Das ist schon nicht ganz so verkehrt. Ja. Roger. So my Pluto got so some original Pluto and its stabilized addiction. The TCXO has been replaced by a 0.1 ppm part, Eric. I have no personal experience with the Pluto Plus, but 2 QSOs ago, a Dutch colleague, Dutch ham, well, not complained, but observed that it seemed to have a bit more spurs than he was used to. So it will be interesting to see how you're doing on that end after you've built it, Eric. Yeah, I got 2 regular Plutos, and I'm a bit hesitant in buying a third one. Though the Pluto Plus is, of course, well, it's a nice thing to play with. I don't need the Ethernet from my side, but well, it's good it is prepared for that. And then, of course, the possibility to lock the thing to an external TCXO, or GPSDO, that's of course very attractive. Very good there, Eric. 2 Echo Zero Whiskey Kilo Whiskey, Portugal Florida Zero America.
Yeah, 20 Whiskey Kilo Whiskey to Papa Florida Zero America. Yeah, I think the Pluto Plus is not Adam. I think it's a Chinese knockoff thing, but it might inspire Adam to make a box that's more QO-100 ready. I know that the Adam Pluto was designed as a teaching aid, as experimentation and learning, but a lot of guys are using them now on the QO-100, so that must sway their product design, I'd like to think. But yeah, I went from a DX Patrol power amplifier to SG Labs because I found the DX Patrol to be too spurious, lots of fluffy bits on the LSB, so I once got to hear a guy do a direct switch between the DX Patrol and an SG Labs, and the SG Labs sounded much better and the signal looked so much cleaner, so I switched to one of those, and I'm glad I did. I think it's a better amplifier. But, okay, so I'll say 73 and let you see if you can make any more QSOs on the satellite. So yeah, thanks very much for the conversation. Always good to talk, Frank. And hopefully I'll catch you on here again sometime. 73.
Yeah, Roger, Eric. Roger, and good to hear about the PA comparison. So I didn't know that. 2 Echo Zero Whiskey Kilo Whiskey. It was a pleasure to meet you tonight, Eric. Well, there's only some 500 kilohertz here, so we'll find each other again at a later moment. May you hear me calling? I'm always very keen on finding you again on the band, Eric. Just nice to talk tech on QO-100. 2 Echo Zero Whiskey Kilo Whiskey. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha. Wishing you a 73s. Hoping to meet you again later.
Okay, thanks. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Papa Fox Zero Alpha. Portugal, Florida Zero America. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha, QRZ. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha. Papa Foxtrot Zero America. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha, calling CQ. CQ satellite. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha, calling CQ satellite and by. Calling CQ satellite. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha. Papa Foxtrot Zero America, calling CQ satellite. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha.
Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just flashing up my amplifier. So you should see up there at PA supply will just come on now at 18 volts. So this guy is at a 726. That should be 226 on here, around that area somewhere. If it's still there by the time I've tuned in. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha. Hang on, I'll put them both on.
American November. United 3 Alpha November. The name is Joseph. Hotel Mike 68 India Quebec, QSL.
I believe Charlie Uniform 3 Alpha November, Joseph. But I'm not 100% sure. Many thanks for the call. You're 59, 5 and 9, and Juliet Oscar 22, Hotel India. Juliet Oscar 22, Hotel India. My name is Frank, Fox Radio Alpha November Kilo. Mike to you, Joseph. Charlie Uniform 3 Alpha November, Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha.
QSL. Papa Florida Zero Alpha from Charlie Uniform 3 Alpha November. Hotel Mike 68. Quebec. Copy Frank, Juliet Oscar 22, Hotel India. Very nice copy, very strong. 59 plus, okay. Thank you so much for the QSO. Enjoy the Exxon satellite. And I hope to see you in the other time. Papa Florida Zero Alpha from Charlie Uniform 3 Alpha November, over.
Yeah, Roger, Joseph. You're Roger. Charlie Uniform 3 Alpha November, Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha. Hotel Mike 68 question mark. Hotel Mike 68 question mark, over.
Hotel Mike 68 Quebec. India Quebec. Hotel.
Yeah, Roger. Hotel Mike 68 India Quebec. Roger, Joseph. Many thanks for the Azores. It's my first QSO on QO-100 with the Azores. Please QSL if you have the opportunity, Joseph. Many thanks for a new country on QO-100 for me. 73, Charlie Uniform 3 Alpha November. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha.
QSL, Frank, 100%. The QSL car, no problem. 70 with luck, and have a nice day. Enjoy the X. 73, thank you.
73, many thanks. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha. Papa Foxtrot Zero Alpha, QRZ.
Yankee Oscar 9, Charlie Mike Charlie.
Yankee Oscar 9, Charlie Mike Charlie. Roger, you're 5 and 7, 57, JO22, Hotel India. YO9 CMC, PF0A.
Okay, good afternoon, good evening, thank you very much for answer. 59, your signal report in kilowatt November 34 Queen November. Kilo Nancy 34 Queen November. The name is Radio Alpha Delta Uniform. Copy, over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger, Radu. Roger, Roger. Yankee Oscar 9, Charlie, Mike, Charlie. Papa Foxtrot 0, America. Very good evening, and I think it's a new square. It's a new square. Well. So signal 57, and my name is Frank. Fox Radio Alpha November Kilo, Frank. Running about 10 watts, 10 watts, 10 watts in Juliet Oscar 22 Hotel India on a 1 meter dish and a SDR station, Radu. Yankee Oscar 9, Charlie, Mike, Charlie, Papa Foxtrot 0, America.
Roger, thanks. Return to Y09CMC. Thank you for the decision of your equipment. Here I use 1.5 watts into helix tube and 80 centimeters offset dish, 3 meters of coaxial cable, and receive needed moment via weather via. The weather was hot today, we have 35, and now we have 29, we still have 29 degrees centigrade. Thanks.
For some reason my live chat's not working properly. Not quite sure about why. But anyway, I've got Delta Echo 2 Tango Romeo Foxtrot saying hello. So hi there. I will start making a few QSOs very shortly. But thanks for the message. I don't know why I can't say. I know what I'm going to have to do here. I'm going to have to get clever now. So if I just pop that up there, or what? You have to excuse me because this is all very new to me in a lot of ways. So I'm going to put the jump chat or whatever they call it right there, so I can see it. I don't understand why. I'll get him in a minute. That's how you do it. Right, so let's just get rid of that. Yeah. That's how you do it. Right, so let's just get rid of that. Yeah. That's how you do it. Yeah, I'm not sure what frequency it's going to be on at the moment, but I will be probably talking to this guy shortly. And then this isn't a lot of good, this thing, because you can't talk on it. So I'm going to get rid of the chat on here. Don't need that. Remove that. Yeah, we'll just go back to bigger screen of this. How's that? That's better. Okay. Doobie-doo. Why does the stream looks in terrible quality? Very strange. Now we'll see. Oh, look too bad.
Une transceiver très connue, hein.
Right, okay.
Merci, j'ai compris.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to this guy in a minute when he's done here, and then I'll move on to my own frequency and call CQ. Now you can see why this is called the Chaos channel, because I'm mucking around with all kinds of stuff and you don't know what's going on.
Bon santé, hein. Florida 4 Hôtel Yankee, Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha.
Which I can't speak.
Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha, F4 attaché de retour. Donc effectivement, ça fonctionne plutôt bien, il n'y a pas de souci. Je vous souhaite une bonne soirée, beaucoup de contacts sur le QO-100 et bientôt de nous recontacter, peut-être sur d'autres bandes. Voilà.
Just while, hang on, let's just... A lot of people are probably wondering what kind of equipment I'm using here to get up onto the satellite, just while this guy's finishing his QSO. What I'm using here is 18 volts into an SG Labs amplifier, which has given me about 3 watts up. I'm using one of the, it's a type of potty antenna, I forget the name of it, but it's begins with Delta, and it's a little silver potty like one with an LNB built into it. So I've got one of them. That's on a 1.2 meter for dish for transmitting. For receiving, I've got a 1 meter dish with a golden media, which I got from a chap called Joe in Germany. He's got some great stuff. Got my Pluto from him as well, and that's on the receiving side. Transmission is one of these. It's a Kenwood, whatever you want to. There, MC68 with the preamp in it. Goes into a Trio 9500, which if I switch to 2 cameras, you'll be able to see it there. Right. Just pop that back up there for the minute, and then it all goes up into that gizmo up there, where you can see that you've got the LNA voltage of 5, which is when I had a lime in there before. The main voltage is for the cooling, which I can adjust here, down, up. It's quite warm in here. It's 37 degrees on there, as you can see, and the shack temperature itself is 33, so it's pretty warm in here. And then you've got your amperage, but like it only shows up amperage on the meter when you're transmitting. Anyway, that's what I'm using. So that's what I'm using to get up to the satellite. So this is going, like, you know, the 9500 is the 70 SEMS exciter. It's going through a bandpass filter into an SG Labs transverter, then another bandpass filter, and then up to the SG Labs amplifier, which, as I say, is working at 18 volts instead of 28 volts, so it's on quite a bit of reduced power. So anyway, we'll go back to the SDR console now, see how this chap's doing, and when he finishes his QSO, I will jump in and surprise him and tell him that he's on YouTube. See what he thinks about that. Okay, so I'll put the audio back on for that, and we'll switch back to SDR console.
Roger, Frank. Thanks for info. My site has set up this 2 watt power amplifier. The converter up is DX patrol and emitter is parabolic offset. Downlink is modifier.
Actually, I think I'll just go on to my own frequency.
Okay, thank you for your talk, Frank. Good luck, good weekend. And 73, thank you for first contact. Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha, this is Lima Yankee 1 Foxtrot X-ray 73, bye-bye.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger, Dalic. So it was a pleasure to meet you on the band tonight. Really, well, very good to work you tonight for our first QSO, Dalic.
I appreciate that.
And I would appreciate if you could put a QSO card for me in the bureau. It would just be nice. Thank you very much, and I hope to meet you again later. Lima Yankee 1 Foxtrot X-ray. Thanks again. 73, stay healthy. Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha.
Thank you, Frank. 73.
FX Pinky Shemin.
Gdzie?
So just hope that works. Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha. Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha. Papa Foxtrot 0 America QRZ.
Just getting on your frequency there.
Sorry, you've moved a bit in frequency, so I couldn't copy that. It sounded like an English station, but I'm not sure. Papa Fox 0 Alpha. Call again, please.
Yeah, roger that. I was just getting on your frequency there, Frank. I was a little bit off. But I've got it on there now anyway. The name here is Nick. November India Charlie Kilo, and yeah, I am in England. Southwest down in Cornwall. About 10 miles from the city of Plymouth. And the locator is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. And you are my first victim on this evening's YouTube live stream Q100 live upload. Hope you don't mind. Microphone back to you, Frank.
Yeah, Roger, Nick. Missed the call sign, so could you give me your call sign first, please?
Yeah, no problem. It's Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie.
Yeah, Roger. Apparently on the live stream, Nick. Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie, Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha. Papa Foxtrot 0 America, Roger, and thanks for calling back tonight. Signal is strong, but indeed you were a little bit high on frequency. I tuned to you, and then when you set your call sign, you were moving down again, so well, I had to retune, and that's why I missed Nick. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie 59 in Juliet Oscar 22 Hotel India. Juliet Oscar 22 Hotel India. And my name is Frank, Fox Radio Alpha November Kilo Frank. Running roughly 10 watts in a 1 meter dish, Nick. Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie, Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha.
Roger that, Frank. Hang on, I've drifted again. It's hang on a minute. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, now it's just my radio's warming up and stabilising. It's a bit old. Yeah, for a transmitter I'm using a Trio 9500 70 Sems exciter going into a SG Labs transverter up through a couple of bandpass filters into an SG Labs amplifier, which is putting out probably about 4 watts on a 1.2 meter dish. The receive side is a 1 meter dish with a golden media twin LNB. One for wideband, one for narrowband, and that's coming back up to a stabilised Pluto and using SDR console. So yeah, you are on the live stream at the moment. I don't know if you want to have a look at it while you're on here, but if you type in my call sign into YouTube, you'll find it straight away. Oh,
Oh, that's the 6-meter repeater beeping away in the background. Anyway, that's the station I'm using at the moment. I usually come on here for a live stream whenever I'm about for a couple of hours. So I was just sorting things out at this end. I tend to call it the Chaos Shack, because everything is very disorganised, especially when it comes to YouTube. Back to you, Frank.
Roger, Nick. Roger. Mike 0, November, Mike, Charlie, Papa, Foxtrot 0, Alpha. Yeah, thanks very much. On the receive setup, I would appreciate if you could say that again. So it was a bit quick, but if I understand you right, you used a 1-meter dish with a dual feed. So with basically with 2 LNBs and a single setup, and then going to two different receivers. If that's correct, Nick. My set currently set everything built around the ADON Pluto. I'm working fine, but I'm busy with actually getting together a second setup, homebrewing a up and down converter as we speak. Nick, which will use 70 centimeters as well as the exciter and receiver frequency. But well, it might take I don't know, maybe 2 weeks before it's functional. So I got all the components, but I need to juggle a bit with the software on the control elements in the transverter, Nick. Very good. Well, I can't see you on YouTube. I don't have a working internet connection down in the shack right now. So I'll only, not using the X cluster, not using any computerized help from the internet at the moment. So I can't, I just can't listen to myself through YouTube. So I got means enough by the downlink. I could already monitor myself over the satellite, Nick. So very good. Appreciate a bit of comments on the dual receiver setup on your side. Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie, Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha.
Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha. Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie. Yeah, okay, Frank, sorry if I spoke a little bit too quickly. Mijn Nederlands is al zo slecht. So I will speak in English. Right, the receive side of things is a 1-meter dish, and I have a golden media LNB which is stabilized on the narrow band. It's a twin LNB. One of the outputs is stabilized for narrow band, and then the other one is for the television. It was done by a chap called Joe. I forget his last name. Joe DeBar, I think it is. Hang on. Yeah, his call sign is Delta Juliet 4 Zulu Zulu. Anyway, I got that from him, and the Pluto, which has got the TCXO in it as well. So I have one cable coming up, which is going to the Pluto, and then SDR console. And then the other cable is coming up to my shack to a line booster and into a mini Linear Express, which is for the wideband TV. I haven't actually got any transmitting stuff ready for TV at the moment. The Pluto is going to be going outside, and I'm going to replace that for narrowband with the Lime SDR. And then I bought a 150 watt UMTS amplifier for wideband television. That was based on a mobile phone amplifier, which I then modified and put into a case with a big heat sink and fan. So that will, with 200 milliwatt input, will give me about 150 watts output at 2.4 gigahertz. I'll copy there, Frank. Foxtrot 0 Alpha, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, you can get decent powers on 2.4 gigs at the moment, Nick. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Papa Foxtrot 0 America. Very good. Yeah, on the setup, understood now. Yeah, I had indeed missed the fact that you use a dual LNB. You splitter on my end to get to receive signals, but well, the way you do it is, of course, well, fine as well, Nick. Very good. I'm just wondering why you will replace the Pluto by the Lime. Got a Pluto myself, and that's working really fine. So just wondering whether you're looking for the extra bandwidth, or that maybe you took one of the more exotic Limes, or maybe there's another reason that you do so, Nick. I definitely do not have the intention to do that on my end. Going back to the old TS770, I believe. So the transverter will be well, going back in time, but with a full analog control and a tuning knob and all those things that real transceivers give you, Nick. But that's a bit, well, it's a few weeks away still. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Papa Fox 0 Alpha.
Well, Frank, the reason I'm putting my Pluto outside is then I can just feed it with an Ethernet cable. The transmission system I'm using in the shack is everything's in the shack, the Pluto, everything, amplifier, all of it. So I'm just going to change the Pluto for the Lime, and then I can put the Pluto outside with the LAN cable. That's the only reason, because I want to put the Pluto right underneath the dish to reduce any losses, you know? But, well, that's the plan. So I've only just finished building the amplifier about a month or two ago, I don't know, a couple of months ago. And I just haven't got around to it, you know. You've always got a million and one other things that you need to do. Alright, Frank, well, I'll let you go. I'm going to go find my own calling frequency and do my YouTube net. So I thought I'd give you a shout to make sure everything's working, because I did have to reposition my dishes earlier on. I was praying that they were going to be both on target when I called you, and it all works good. So I'll pass it back to you for a final, Frank. So it's really nice to speak to you today on the satellite. First time I've been on for ages. I'll say tot ziens, meneer. And we'll catch you next time. Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie.
Yeah, Roger. Understood all, Nick. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Papa Fox 0 Alpha. Many thanks for the call for the QSO. It's been a pleasure to meet you. And thanks for the Dutch, obviously, Nick. See you later. See you further down the log. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Papa Foxtrot 0 Alpha, Portugal, Florida 0 America, 73s.
Dag meneer.
Bye. Cheers. Papa Fox 0 Alpha, Papa Foxtrot 0 America, QRZ.
Okay guys, well that's one QSO down, which is good. I've just got a nip downstairs, so I'm going to put us on. I'll leave you on there with Frank just for the minute, and then I shall be back in 2 minutes, and then we'll move to another frequency and start doing some QSOs. But I'll let you have a little listen with Frank for a bit longer, just while I go and sort this out. I'm going to put that yogurt in the fridge. I don't know why I've even got it in the shack. 2 minutes. Maybe not. Maybe it's gone. Put it in the
receiving on 2 meter band. QSL, Patrick, over.
Yes, QSL. Give me your name.
The name here is Thomas, Tango Hotel Ocean Mike Alpha Sierra, Thomas QSL.
Okay, Thomas. This is a French name anyway. That's good. That's great. Your installation is quite good, and anyway, your rig is quite good, very efficient. And I saw on the screen what is this looking is modified by some pirates. Oh, okay, that's over. Okay. Yes, your Sing 9, as I said, is 59 plus 10 dB. And your modulation was was very, very strong on the first tape, but that's good now. Okay, my microphone is a Rode model, which is a very good microphone. Is used usually for video work, professional. Okay, microphone back to you for the final, please. And it should be great to see you again on the satellite. Microphone for you, over.
Very fine copy indeed, Patrick. I'm using an old rig here. It's an Icon 390. It's a very old 70cm rig. I think this rig is from 1985 or so with a hand microphone. It's a small mobile rig called the Icon 390. It's a very old rig, but it seems to go okay. So Patrick, we have a very nice evening here. The sun is shining, the sun is still up here. It's 26 degrees Celsius and a blue sky, really nice summer here in Sweden. Hope okay there in France. I heard lots of rain in Europe, but here in Sweden it's been sunny for at least a month here, so it's really good weather this summer. Fox 1 Charlie Juliet Sierra, Sugar Mike 3 November, radio Yankee, go ahead.
Right guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm now going to find a frequency. That one will do right there. Let's just get the chat up. What's that doing there? I don't want that there. I want that there. So I can see anybody who's sending me messages. Right. So we've got ourselves a clear frequency, it looks like. So let's just get ourselves lined up properly. 5, 0, 1, 5, 095, so that's 195.
One, two, three, four, five.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Secure satellite, secure satellite. Secure. Secure satellite, secure satellite. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. They're on a YouTube Q100 live stream. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie calling on a YouTube Q100 live stream and standing by for any calls.
Papa 2.
Yeah, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. This is Delta Golf 7 Yankee Echo Oscar.
QSL.
Yeah, the Delta Golf Station. Delta Golf Station, go please.
Yeah, this is Delta Golf 7 Yankee Echo Oscar.
Delta Golf 7 Yankee Echo Oscar, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. Very good evening to you. The name here is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo. And the locator is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. And you're currently on the Q100 live stream to YouTube on my channel. And I'll pass it back to you just to get your name there if I could please. I've got your call sign, so Delta Golf 7 Yankee Echo Alpha. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Yeah, Roger. Please correct my call sign. It's Delta Golf 7 Yankee Echo Oscar. Oscar at the end. Good evening, Nick. My name is Elmar. It's Echo Lima Mike Alpha Romeo. I'm located in Juliet Oscar 31 Tango X-Ray. It's the city of Münster. And your report is 5 and 9. No problem to copy you here. Nice signal. Mike, back to you. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. This is Delta Golf 7 Yankee Echo Oscar.
Delta Golf 7 Yankee Echo Oscar. Okay, Elmar, sorry about that. I got that wrong the first time. Yeah, you're also the same. You're a really nice signal of 5 and 9. 5 and 9, no problem at all, coming through lovely and clear. So I hope you don't mind, but this is my YouTube stream. I was supposed to do one twice a week, but I haven't got around to it at the moment. But anyway, yeah. So the system I'm using here is for transmission. Is a Trio 9500 running through an SG Labs converter, or transverter rather, and then to an SG Labs PA running at reduced voltage, giving me about 4 watts at the 1.2 meter dish on a potty antenna. The receive side is a 1 meter dish, the stabilized golden media LNB. Coming up to a stabilized Pluto, which is then coming up to SDR console. I'll be interested to hear what you're using at your end, Almar. Delta Golf 7 Yankee Echo Oscar, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Yeah, Roger. This is Delta Golf 7 Yankee Echo Oscar for Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. Yeah, your setup works nice. Nice old Kenwood transceiver. I know it, I owned it myself in the past. Setup here is a full SDR setup. I'm using a Pluto SDR for transmitting and receiving. And on the receiving side, I go from the Pluto first through a bandpass filter, then an DB4UM design amplifier, and then an SG Lab version 2 amplifier. Have about 5 watts into an 85 centimeter offset dish, as well as a potty feed. Yeah, I have a single dish solution here. I have a modified LNB attached to the Pluto, to the potty, and yeah, the LNB and the Pluto both are GPS stabilized. The Pluto is then connected via Ethernet to my PC, and yeah, I'm using as well as SDR console. That's the setup here on my side, Nick. Mike, back to you. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. This is Delta Golf 7 Yankee Echo Oscar.
Roger that. Yeah, all copied. Yeah, I do like it. It's not even a Kenwood, it's the old version. It's even older. It's a Trio. I've also got the 2 meter version of the 9000 as well. I do like those radios. They're lovely old radios. And it's been recapped and everything else. It is liable to a bit of drifting. So I used to use a similar system that you have. I was using a Lime SDR before, and that was going through a daisy chain of small LNAs up into an EDOP amplifier, which was giving me about 500 milliwatts at the dish. I was getting up to the satellite okay, but it was quite weak.
working now, so I can do a lot better now anyway. I really need to turn that radio off I've got in the background. It's GB3 Golf Charlie, the local 6-meter repeater. I'll pass it back to you, Alma, Delta Golf 7, Yankee Echo Oscar, Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie.
Yeah, this is Delta Golf 7, Yankee Echo Oscar. Yeah, now these daisy chain of amplifiers, I started with that way as well. Before I moved to my current setup, when I still was experimenting with the Pluto, I used for transmission as well an SG-Lab transverter, and of course the SG-Lab amplifier I can now use on my Pluto. So at that time it was not free to use for the Pluto because it was used for the SG-Lab transverter. And there I used an Yaesu FT897 for on 70 centimeters. So that's when I started here on satellite. Yeah, and to coming back to the Trio, yeah, I know the old version, still named Trio. And a long time ago I swapped from the 9500 to the a little bit newer TR851, 859. I don't remember. Also, as well a Kenwood mobile SSB transceiver, which I still own. It's based in the shack I have in the house of my parents. So yeah, quite some devices. But here for the satellite, I really like the Pluto. I'm currently building a second setup for portable because this one is now fixed mounted here, and I'm currently on the way to build a very similar setup for portable activities. Okay, Nick, thank you very much here for the QSO. There was another station calling you, maybe there are others listening here as well. So give them a chance, Nick, to come into your YouTube channel. Thank you very much for the contact. Yeah, enjoyed the time here on satellite, and it was nice to meet you here. Yeah, it was for the first time, right? Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie. This is Delta Golf 7, Yankee Echo Oscar.
Okay, Elmo, it was very nice to speak to you today. I must say that ever since Q100 was launched, it certainly has kept us busy with all kinds of interesting and new ideas to get us up there to the satellite. I'm still working on the wideband. I've got the receive sorted out with the Mini Tuner Express, and I've built myself a 150 watt 2.4 UMTS amplifier. So it's all a case of putting it together and getting it sorted out. When I have any time. Alright then, Albert. So 73, lovely to speak to you, and we'll say I'll be the same for now. Maybe catch you again another time further down the log. Delta Golf 7, Yankee Echo Oscar, Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie. Bye for now.
Yeah, this is Delta Golf 7, Yankee Echo Oscar. Yeah, the wideband I can only watch at the moment. I have a Mini Tuner 2 Pro, which works really nice. Yeah, I have an old generation 4 amplifier from the mobile somewhere downstairs, but it's not modified yet. Maybe somewhere in the future. Okay, thank you very much for the contact, Nick 73, and stay safe. This is Delta Golf 7, Yankee Echo Oscar. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Papa 2, Oscar, November.
The station ending in Oscar, November. Go again.
Switch out. This is Papa 2, Romeo, Oscar, November.
Yeah, Papa 2, Romeo, Oscar, November. It's Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie on the YouTube Q100 live stream this evening. Very good evening to you as well. Name here is Nick, November, India, Charlie, Kilo. Locator, India, Oscar 70, Victor Mike. Down in the southwest of England, about 10 miles north of the city of Plymouth. Back to you. Papa 2, Romeo, Oscar, November. I think I got that right. Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie.
Roger, Nick. Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie. This is Papa 2, Romeo Oscar November returning. Good evening to you, and thank you for coming back to my call. I think it's our first QSO on Quebec Oscar 100, so pleased to meet you on the satellite. Very nice call, you're 5 and 9 plus here. My name is Ron, Romeo Oscar November. QTH is in the central area of Brazil. I am 200 kilometers southwest from Brasilia. And the grid locator is Golf Hotel 53 Juliet Golf. Golf Henry 53 Japan, Germany. Back to you. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Papa 2, Romeo Oscar November.
All copies out, Ron. Excellent. Brazil. That's a good result. I'm just coming up a little bit in frequency. Stand by.
How's that? That's a little better, maybe. Okay, yeah. Well, as I say, you're on the Q100 live stream that I do to YouTube every now and then. My plan was to actually do it every 2 times a week. So I never get around to doing it as many times as that, but just get everybody to have a look and see what's going on the satellite, get people's more interest into it. So anyway, like I say, I'm using a 70SEMS multi-mode, a Trio 9500, which is putting about 4 watts after it's gone through an SG Labs transverter and an SG Labs amplifier. So a 1.2 meter dish with a posse antenna. The receiving side is a 1 meter dish with a golden medium modified LMB and coming up to SDR console. And well, that's what I'm using at this end. Seems to work all right. I'm using the SG Labs amplifier at reduced voltage to give me about 4 watts out of the posse. Interested to know what sort of system you've got down there, Ron. So back to you, Papa 2, Romeo Oscar November, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie.
Roger. QSL Nick, your signals are always above S9. Good signal, no problem whatsoever. You're doing great with your setup there. Well, I use the Icon IC9700. 17 centimeters band for the uplink. I have 9 meters of cable. Then on the roof of my apartment building, I have one waterproof case with the up converter and a lean amplifier from the Expert Roll. Output power is about 5 watts into a 5-turn helix antenna and a 90 centimeters offset dish. For reception, one is 10 LNB. RTL dongle, and I'm running the SDR console. Microphone is Sugar Mic 30 from Icon. And the elevation to the satellite is about 5.5 degrees. I'm not on the edge, but close to the edge of the coverage of Oscar 100. But still with a very nice quality, wonderful signals coming through and coming and going to the satellite. So thank you for the QSO. I understood about your transmission and it's fine. People usually get YouTube videos for knowing more about some topics and of course talking about Quebec Oscar 100 and the possibilities of contacts. It's quite interesting. Have a nice weekend there. Catch you another time. Best regard and 73 from Brazil. Golf 0 November Mike Charlie. This is Papa 2 Romeo Oscar November clear. So long.
Okay, Ron, it's Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. Actually, I've just adjusted the receiving frequency a little bit there. Anyway, yeah, okay, it's very nice to speak to you. You're doing very well considering that you're right on the edge of the coverage area. It can be a lot of fun just trying to line up a dish when we've got it at 27 degrees. Now, on and offset anyway. Okay, Ron, 33s for now. Have a lovely day and maybe catch you again further down the lock.
Papa 2, Romeo Oscar November, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Ready please, bye-bye.
Roger, I'm sorry I just got your call sign wrong, but I've corrected now. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, and I see that we have QSO-B4 on HF 2017 on 20 meters, yes, 20 meters FT8. So please meet you now on the satellite, and good luck, 73 from Brazil. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Papa 2, Romeo Oscar November is clear, and QSY.
Roger that, Ron. We'll have to make SSB contact on 20 meters next time. Ready please, bye-bye.
Sure, we will. Thank you.
QRZ satellite, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, call in for the Q100 live YouTube stream. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling QRZ.
Oh, it's gone quiet. Okay.
Q satellite, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling on the Q100 YouTube live stream. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Q100 YouTube live stream, calling CQ satellite, standing by for any calls. CQ satellite. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Calling CQ satellite on the Q100 YouTube live stream. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling QRZ satellite and standing by for any calls.
Put a bit of that noise reduction in. It's kind of noisy. I didn't realise I actually had it switched off. Okay.
CQ satellite. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling on a Q100 YouTube live stream. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling for the YouTube Q100 live stream. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite. Standing by for any calls.
QRZ.
Yeah, go ahead, station.
QRZ.
QRZ station, go ahead. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie.
Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. 509 solid copy in Finland, Oscar Hotel for Mike Sierra. Oscar Hotel for Mike Sierra.
Oscar Hotel 4. Mike Sierra. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Yeah, calling on the Q100 YouTube live stream this evening. And the name here is Nick. November India Charlie Kilo. And the locator is in India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. And that's down in the southwest of England, about 10 miles from the city of Plymouth, down in Cornwall. I'll copy there, Oscar Hotel 4, Mike Sierra, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie.
QSO operator Nick.
pleasure to catch you second time again here in the satellite, and first QSO between each other happened the 6th March this year. You have solid signal 109 here, West Coast Gulf of Bosnia, and operator name is Tommy, Tango Oscar Mike India Tommy. Tango Oscar Mike India Tommy locator is Kilo Papa 24 Hotel Quebec, Kilo Papa 24 Hotel Quinit, situated 200 kilometers southern on the border of the Arctic Cycle. Sun is shining here, almost 23 hours. It's quite near the Arctic Cycle. My location, Mike Zero, November Mike Charlie, Oscar, Hotel for Mike Zero.
Roger that. Can you just come back with your name again, please?
Operator name is Tommy, Tango Oscar, Mike India. Tango Oscar, Mike India. Tommy is the handle.
Oh, roger that. Okay, Tommy. Sorry, I've just had to adjust my frequency very slightly down. It's drifting. If that shouldn't be a problem for you, I hope. I think you said that we had a QSO back in March. That last year, was it?
No problem indeed. Nick, my logbook here is note mark the 6th March this year happens first QSO between each other. 17+14 analog middle day. Well, GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Mike Zero, November Mike Charlie, Oscar, Hotel for Mike Zero.
Okay, Tommy, sorry, I just haven't got my other logbook flashed up at the moment. So I can't see any of my previous QSOs. I'm just using my paper logbook at the moment. Because I've started trying to sort out this YouTube streaming properly. I've got like 4 television screens here. Unfortunately, the computer that runs my logbook is the one that's behind me that's not switched on. That's why, unfortunately, I didn't see when we had that QSO. So I hope you're doing well. The weather here has been, it's really, really hot for the last 2 days. It's about 27 degrees outside. At the moment, it's, hang on, 34 degrees in my shack. And I'm actually just turning up the cooling fan on my amplifier because it's gone up to 42 degrees on the amplifier. But yeah, 33, 34 degrees in the shack, so it's a little bit warm. We should be used to this because I work at sea half the year and I'm down in Trinidad. But I'll tell you what, I can never get used to this heat. At least when I'm down in the Caribbean, I can escape into the air conditioning, but we haven't got anything like that here. So I don't know what it's like where you are. Microphone back to you, Tommy. Oscar Hotel 4, Mike Sierra, Mike Sierra, November, Mike Charlie.
Okay, operator, Mike, sounds good. When it's summer temperature, it's okay. Hamsik quite often getting a bit high temperature because I have amplifier. Here in my Hamsik I have for 80 frequency I have Gold Uniform 84.
YouTube and using free pace socket 5 kilowatt available for usage, but much more economical way using the satellite, but Oscar showed the power is only approximately 1 watt, so might put it in the STR Adam Bluetooth. Okay, thanks for recording, and perhaps something available after years so find from YouTube. Am I understood right, Nick? Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, always for MS.
Okay, Tommy, well, it was very lovely to speak to you again, and I hope to catch you further on down the log, or maybe on HF or something. That would be nice. Or 6 meters even, you never know. I was just having a look at your QRZ page, and it looks very cold. It is very pretty. Alright, anyway, my friend, I shall say 73s to you now, and we'll catch you another time. Oscar Hotel 4, Mike Sierra, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie. 73s, Tommy.
Yes, great. Make all the best for you. Enjoy summer, enjoy satellite, and hope to find you soon again. Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, Oscar Hotel 4, Mike 0. Cheers.
Bye-bye, Tommy.
Bye-bye. Bye.
QRZ satellite. QRZ satellite. This is Mike 0, November Mike Charlie. Live streaming Q100 to YouTube. Mike 0, November Mike Charlie calling CQ satellite and standing by for any calls. Satellite. CQ satellite. This is Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie. Live streaming Q100 to YouTube. This is Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie on the live stream calling CQ satellite, standing by for any calls.
Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf.
Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf. Mike 0, November Mike Charlie. Very good evening to you. The name here is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo. The locator India Oscar 70 Victor Mike, about 10 miles from the city of Plymouth, down in Cornwall. And for 5 and 9, very loud signal, very nice audio there, and welcome to my Q100 YouTube live stream. Microphone back to you, Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie.
Mike 0, November Mike Charlie. Good evening, Nick. This is Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf returning. My name is Ben, Bravo Echo November, and I see you on YouTube. But it's not live, it's about 5 seconds delay, HI. So it's not really live. Your report is also a big 5.9 over here. And very good signal, and with a live picture, almost live picture, Nick. Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf.
Roger that, Ben. Well, I think a lot of people who know me sort of describe me as almost live, but not quite. So 5 seconds behind's not bad. Well, I don't know what it's like over in the Netherlands today. The weather here, as I said, the wind is warm. Oh dear. 57 degrees we had today here. Still got 34 degrees in the shack now. And 42 on the amplifier. So, yeah, we're doing quite well. Too hot. I need air conditioning. What's it like over in Holland with you then? What is it weer, meine Freund?
That was not Dutch but German, but I know what you mean. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf. The weather over here is good. I have no complaint, or 20 degrees centigrade at the moment. But we had a little bit too much water in the province of Limburg, so a lot of people have destroyed it, houses and cars were floating through the street. It's a lot of a big mess in the neighborhood of the Maas, the river the Maas. So they are not happy. But it's not so bad as in Germany and in Belgium, because there are people dead due to the flood. But we have no injuries and no dead people over here in the Netherlands. I didn't know if I gave you my locator. It's Juliet Oscar 2 1 Lima Oscar. Juliet Oscar 2 1 Lima Oscar. That's my locator. I live in the south part of the Netherlands, in the province Noord-Brabant. No water over here. It's temperatures are good. The sun was shining today. I have no complaints about the weather here, Nick. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf.
Okay, that's very shocking to hear what's happened over there. Yeah, I'll have to apologise for my Dutch. How would I say it? Werk in Nederlands voor 5 jaar. In Spijkenisse. On the Zeewaard. En ik kwam als kinderen. Ik woon in Zuid-Afrika voor 2 jaar. Dat is correct?
That's okay, Nick. You are 5 years in Spijkenisse, I heard, and a few years in Africa, in South Africa. They also speak Dutch, but they speak Dutch in the what we did in the Holland in the 1700s. So it's old Dutch, and Dutch is not German, eh? So some people make that mistake. Okay, it sounds good. You still know a lot of Dutch, Nick. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf.
Yeah, roger that, Ben. I can actually understand more than I can speak. I know a lot of words in Dutch. I've worked in the Navy all my life. I worked for the Dutch company in and out of Holland and all over Europe for about 5 years. And I stayed in Spijkenisse for a while when I was there. And then when I was very young, I lived in Johannesburg and Durban in South Africa. And the sad thing is that when I came back from South Africa, I could speak Afrikaans almost fluently. As you say, it's like it's Dutch from 300 or 400 years ago, so it's Alte Dutch, Alte Nederlands. But anyway, I love the sound of it, I do. But it's been a very long time learning it. I've even got the Rosetta Stone course to try and do it, but I just don't have the patience. Just the thing with amateur radio. This is what I love about amateur radio. You can just get this thing and this radio and that radio and different antennas. And when you get fed up or bored with one aspect of the hobby, you can just move on to another aspect. And then when you get bored with that bit, then you can just do full circle and you go from one aspect to the other to the other. You never get bored with this hobby. And I love satellites. And I use my 847 up here. to do the low Earth orbit one. So when this one went up, oh, that was wonderful. It was like Christmas. Well, I don't know if I gave you a signal report. You're pushing in here about a 9 plus 20, the same as like I am on the waterfall, so it's all coming through very nicely. You've also got some very nice audio, some very nice tone, bassy tone on the audio. Back to you, Ben, anyway. Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf returning. I'm using the Icon transceiver over here, the Icon 9700, an up and down converter from the X-Patrol. I have two dishes in the garden, or one for receiving, one for transmitting, and the transmitting antenna is a potty. And you can see the pictures if you want on QO-100.com. And I've also the amplifier from the X-Patrol, but it's just under the dish at the moment. There's a 1 meter cable between the dish and the amplifier. So I'm losing a lot of signal when I out my up converter to the amplifier. So I don't know what exactly the power is at the moment, but I think it's 2 or 3 watts over here. The dishes are 90 centimeter both. So that's my equipment on this side, Nick. I'm also working on a portable setup. I had one already, but I was not satisfied with the station. I was transmitting with an up converter and receiving with the RTL dongle. It works, but the laptop in the sun is not a good idea. So you can't see the screen. It was not easy to work with in the sun. Okay, that was it from my side, Nick. I wish you safe release. I hope to meet you again. And de groeten uit Holland. I hope you understand it. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Papa Alpha 3 Echo Kilo Golf. Bye bye.
Okay, Ben, I just had a look at your QRZ page. I do like the setup with the umbrella and the dustbin. That was an excellent setup, yeah. But I'm just using a Trio 9500 here. Just going through an SG Labs converter and then to an SG Labs amplifier. Attenuated by the coax. The potty on a 1.2 meter dish, about 4 watts. And the 1 meter dish, the Golden Media stabilized LNB to a Pluto that's stabilized, and then to SDR console. Wideband is also on the table, but I'm in the process of putting that all together. We just finished building the amplifier last time I was home, so I've got to really pull my finger out and get something done. Alright Ben, lovely to speak to you. 73s, my friend. Have a nice day. See you later.
Thank you, Nick. Safe release. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Oh yeah, I was wrong. You're a 9 plus 30.
Your name was Nick, you said?
Just said I was wrong. You're 9 plus 30, but you can see that on YouTube anyway.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand it complete. Okay, thank you for the report, and have a nice weekend. Bye-bye, Nick.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye. Station calling, you are low wave frequency. You need to come up on frequency. Come up on frequency.
Yankee Ontario, number 9, Charlie Mike Charlie. Yokohama Ontario 9, Charlie Mexico Charlie.
That's Yokohama question mark?
Yokohama Ontario number 9, Charlie, Mike Charlie. Yankee Oscar number 9, Canada, Mexico, Canada. Yankee Oscar number 9, Charlie, Mexico, Charlie.
Yeah, Yankee Oscar 9, Charlie, Mexico, Charlie, yeah? Yeah, okay, yeah, I've got you there. You're a little bit low on my frequency, so I've had to change mine, so now I sound like Mickey Mouse. Okay, name here is Nick. November India Charlie Kilo. And my locator is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. You're 5 and 9 plus 10, I think you were coming through. 5 and 9 plus 10, 5 and 9 plus 20, my friend. Anyway, back to you. Yankee Oscar 9 Charlie, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. On the YouTube live stream for QO-100.
Roger. Good evening from Yankee Ontario number 9 Charlie, Mike Charlie. Glad to meet you. Your signal report 59 plus, very strong, very good copy here in Kilo November 34 Queen November. I repeat, kilowatt November 34 Queen November. My name is Radu, Radio Alpha Delta Uniform. Back to you, over.
Yeah, all copies, Radu. Kilo November 34 Quebec November. Very nice to meet you for the first time on the satellite. I'm located about 10 miles north of the city of Plymouth in the southwest of England. And the system I'm using here at the moment, a Trio 9500, going through ST Labs transverter and amplifier. About 4 watts down to a posse on a 1.2 meter dish. And then the receive side is a Forden Media stabilized LNB coming up to a stabilized Pluto and SDR console. Which at the moment is being streamed live on YouTube. So, microphone back to you. The Yankee Oscar 9 Charlie, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie.
Roger, Nick, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, returning Yankee Oscar 9 Charlie, Mike Charlie. Thank you for the description of your equipment, and by the way here I'm using a homemade up converter from 2 meters band. The power is 1.5 watts into heavy speed and 80 centimeters only, 80 centimeters dish. And 3 meters of coaxial cables. I receive now via OBSDR, Nick. About the weather today, so it was very hot. We had near 34-35 degrees centigrade. Now we have about 21, I believe, degrees. 21, 22. That's all here. Thanks a lot for contact. I wish you all the best. 73, good luck, and QSL cable be sure. Back to you, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Yankee Oscar 9 Charlie, Mike Charlie.
Okay, well, thanks for coming back to me. I have to just back on the console though, so you can hear me properly. Okay, very nice to speak to you for the first time. It's also extremely hot over here. Well, it is compared to English standards, that's for sure. Anyway, 73s for now, my friend. And maybe catch you another day or further down the log. Yankee Oscar 9 Charlie, Mexico Charlie, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Bye-bye, my friend, bye-bye.
Thank you once again for nice contact. I wish you all the best. 73 good luck, and hope to meet you another time in the same better conditions. Maybe on the satellite operator or other. So thank you then. 73. Good luck.
Yeah, we'll have to try that. Okay then, bye-bye.
Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, this Delta Mike 3 Victor Lima, Delta Mike 3 Victor Lima.
Delta Mike 3 Victor Lima. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. Very good evening to you. The name here is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo. And the locator is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. Just about 10 miles from the city of Plymouth in southwest England. And you're currently being streamed live on Q100 YouTube live stream. Back to you, my friend. Delta Mike 3 Victor Lima, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, Delta Mike 3 Victor Lima returning. Good evening, Nick. Thank you very much for all of the information and for the report. You are 32 dB above the noise level on my receiver. My name Peter, Papa Echo Tango Echo Radio. I'm located 30 kilometers east from Dresden in Juliet Oscar 70 Bravo Victor. Juliet Oscar 70 Bravo Victor. Back to you, Nick.
Copy that. Juliet Oscar 70 Bravo Victor. Okay, thank you, Peter. So your signal report here is 5 and 9 plus 20. Nice signal, being nice and clear there. I don't know what it's like over while speaking to the other lads flying in Germany today, and it's been a reasonably nice day. It's been pretty hot in the UK compared to what it normally is, that's for sure. 27 degrees outside, 34 degrees in the shack. A little bit too much for me. I miss the air conditioning on the ship. Anyway, the system I'm using here is 309500. Going through an SD Labs transverter. And then going into a SG Labs amplifier. And then that's going to a 1.2 meter dish. To a potty. The receive side is a 1 meter dish. The stabilised golden media LNB. Coming up to a stabilised Bluetooth and SDR console. That's what we've got at this end. But I'd be curious to know what you're using down there, Peter. Back to you, Delta Mike 3 Victor Lima, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Delta Mike 3 Victor Lima returning. Thanks, Nick, for all of information. Situation on my side, I have 22 degrees centigrade in my shack, and outside is 20 degrees this time. And in the midday it was also 22, 26 degrees, and rain all over the day, a lot of rain. And the good side of this is my wife have not to give water to the plant in the garden. Okay, the equipment here, I have an old transceiver from Yale Fox Tango 790. It's 30 years old. It works on 70 centimeters. And then I have an up converter, the power amplifier from Delta Golf 0 Victor Echo. The power amplifier makes 4 watts, 2 meters coax cable, to my helix antenna, 3.5 tons. It's mounted in front of Silent B, and the dish is 90 centimeters, and I have a LNB without modifications, and the stabilization is made by the CR controller. The receiver is a simple RTL dongle. So back to you. Delta Mike 3, Victor Lima listing.
Okay, Peter, but I really like to listen to what everybody else is actually using. Get up to the satellite, it's quite fascinating, like how many combinations of radios, transversers, and if they bought them, whether they build them. It's quite fascinating just in this one segment of the hobby, so many different varieties of getting up there. Very interesting stuff. Alright, well, anyway, it's very nice to speak to you there, Peter. I'm going to make this my last QSO on the live stream because it is just too hot in the shack. Too hot. I need to go down and eat a bucket of ice cream or something. And then I'll come back on a bit later on. It's very nice to speak to you, Pete. And I hope you have a lovely evening. And maybe catch you again on the satellite or on HS another day. Pass it back to you for a final. Delta Mike 3, Victor Lima, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie.
Yeah, gorgeous Delta Mike 3, Victor Lima returning. Okay, Nick, thanks also for the nice QSO in the evening. And hope to see you again. Have a nice weekend. And stay healthy. Delta Mike 3, Victor Lima, sincere, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye, Peter.
Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, Papa Echo 1 Charlie, Mike Oscar for a short QSO. Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, Papa Echo 1 Charlie, Mike Oscar for a short QSO.
There's no escape for me, is there? What's this Papa say again?
Yeah, Papa Echo 1 Charlie, Mike Oscar. Papa Echo 1 Charlie, Mike Oscar. I make it short. Your report 5959, Juliet Oscar 22 Sierra Lima. Juliet Oscar 22 Sierra Lima. My name is René, Romeo Echo, November Echo. You are a new grid location for me, India, Oscar 70. Thank you. Microphone back to you for the details, over.
Oh, you were going fast there as well. I only just managed to write all that down. No problem, Renee. It's all right. I'm glad you got an extra grid square there. Normally I keep my live YouTube streams to about 2 hours. Apart from about 15 minutes of messing around at the beginning, I've been on the satellite for about an hour and a quarter now. And it's 34 degrees in my shack. So I need to go and put my head in a bucket of ice or something because it's too much. Oh, see, I'm not made of stern stuff, you know. So, no problem. It's good to catch you back. If anybody else is listening on here, Renee, it's my last QSO. I really do have to go. Anyway, my son's got a PlayStation 4 tournament on. Apparently I've been invited whether I like it or not. So, anyway, I'll pass it back to you, Renee. Nice to meet you for the first time on the satellite anyway. Echo 1, Charlie Mike Oscar, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Okay, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Papa Echo 1 Charlie Mike Oscar, yes. Very hot with you. Maybe it's time for a good cool beer for you. Okay, I wish you good DX, Papa Echo 1 Charlie Mike Oscar, often play with Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. I wish you 73 and a good beer, over.
Yeah, I wish I was clever enough to put the beers in the fridge. I was completely forgot. I just had I've had a half a litre of rum and coke with ice in it. That's already gone now, so that's no good. Anyway, I shall be back on with further live streams. I'll just end this one now. I don't know if you actually know that this one's being streamed live on YouTube at the moment. If you want to have a look at it, just type in my call sign into YouTube and then you'll find it on there. So maybe catch you another time, okay?
Okay, goodbye. 50 feet, bye.
Bye-bye. This is Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. We're going QRT now. QRT on the live stream. It's just too hot in the shack.
Mike 0
and we'll catch everybody.
Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. Joseph. And Delta Lima 8 Uniform Victor Golf.
Delta Lima 8.
Delta Lima 8 Uniform Victor Golf.
Delta Lima 8 Uniform Victor Golf. Very quick one. So I'm desperately trying to escape to somewhere a bit cooler. The name here is Nick. November India Charlie Kilo. Code grid locator India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. QSL?
Yeah, Roger. Good afternoon, my friend Nick. Your port is 59. Good signal here. Handle your full card. I spell Victor Oscar Lima Kilo Hotel Alpha Radio Delta. Full card handle. And I'm located 120 kilometers south from Berlin. And the locator Unit Oscar 71 Echo Oscar. Unit Oscar 71 Echo Oscar. Mike, back to you.
Okay, you were a bit quick with your name there. I'm just looking it up on QRZ. So uniform Victor Golf. And we've got full cards. That's what I thought. I didn't hear it very well. Okay, well, it's very nice to speak to you on the satellite here. My locator is about 10 miles from the city of Plymouth in the southwest England. I'm just going to make this a quick QSO, if you don't mind. I'm actually running a live stream on YouTube at the moment. But it's just so hot in my shack at the moment. It's 34 degrees. I've got a lot of computers running in here, which is making it very hot in here. So I'll pass it back to you for a quick final, and very nice to speak to you for the first time. Delta Lima 8, Uniform Victor Golf, 80 November Mike Charlie.
Yeah, Roger, Nick. Okay, thanks for contact this evening here. And the check temperature here, 24 degrees. And our temperature 21 degrees. Okay, Nick, many thanks for your contact. Best wishes to you and have a nice evening. Cheerio, bye-bye.
Okay, Volkart, catch you later. 73. And this is Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, YouTube Q100 live stream, now going QRT before I melt. And we'll catch you on here very soon. Bye for now.
Dear. I'm kidding you not. Oh, this always happens. I'm kidding you not. It's so hot in here. I'm not lying. Look. Where are we? Look at that. 34.5 degrees. And if you have a look at the PA, hang on a minute, I'm showing off my camera. I mean, look at that. 44.3, and that's at maximum fan speed as well. So that's not bad. It's not bad, but it's too much for me. So I'm going to knock it on the head for now. I've got this thing that my son wants to do on PlayStation 4 later on. So thanks very much, guys, and just don't forget, you know, down there, sorry, or hang on, let's get these cameras right. That way, in the corner there, like, subscribe, click on notifications, so that, like, you know, give me a bit more inspiration to put more stuff on here, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, at the Chaos Shack, or Chaos House. The whole house is chaos, but it's fun. Catch you all later, people. Bye bye.